before I start the question, I'll tell few USPs that you had rightly mentioned. One, it is in top 100 nationally ranked US university as per usnews.com. It is EACC accredited, and it offers program which is MBA, which is information system and networking security, which is top demanded, and nursing and education, and these are some of the programs that you have seen. So not wasting much of time, I can see a lot of questions in the chat box. So let me ask the chat questions first. First question is, do you accept 15 years of education?
Yes, we do accept 15 years of education. What we would be needing generally is to submit your VAS evaluation. So once you submit that, we would be happy to accept it for MBA program.
Okay. What about other programs? Let's say basically people who have done BSc IT wants to apply for masters in information system and networking security. Are 15 years of education acceptable to them?
Yes, that would be acceptable to them as well. So basically what we need is we just need the GPA. We how we evaluate the application is by getting in the GPA, evaluating the GPAs, and we average it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
So I'm getting question from Aruna again. Is VAS evaluation required for all graduate programs? So currently we have a VAS evaluation waiver for I would say business analytics and information security.
Okay. So if a student has 16 years of education, if a person has done engineering, still he has to go for the VAS?
Yes, basically he has to go for VAS when it comes to MBA, it comes to social work, it comes to organizational behavior and other courses, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the tuition fees, basically, for bachelor's, for masters? For bachelor's, you did not mention any courses, but what are the tuition fees?
So when we talk about bachelor's, right? So bachelor's courses, we again, do you want me to share the screen again for bachelor courses?
Yeah, sure.
Let me just do a real quick, give me 1 second. I'll share you, the program metrics that I have made it very easy. Is it visible to you?
No, I can't see.
So basically, yeah, I have made this, Excel sheet so that, it would be easier for all of us to access. So when we talk about undergrad courses, right? So we have accounting, we have finance, we have, all majority of the courses available. Now, when we talk about fee structure, right? So we would be having, we see generally undergrad, it goes around $30,000 per year, right? And when we talk about graduate courses, it generally goes to up to $20,000.
Okay.
When we talk about scholarships, so it is totally on merit basis. The university, when you send the application, we do a quick assess and we evaluate the application, and then by doing that, we can generally get you the scholarship. But yes, the university do offer scholarships.
Okay. Now, I understand that you have two intakes. One is fall, which is August, September, and one is Jan. And MBA basically is not offered in Jan term because it's online. It is only offered in the fall. Am I right?
No, actually, we have made some changes in that. So we do accept Jan intake for MBA as well. So yeah, spring is open for MBA.
Okay. So all programs are offered for Jan intake, or are some programs not offered? My question.
Currently, I would say all programs are open for Jan.
Okay, fine. So only one program is closed, which is public health, because you have got a good number of applications.
Yeah, public health and nursing, basically they have stopped as of now. And other than that, I would say all particular programs are open.
Okay. The next question that I have is regarding the nursing. Is Bachelor's of Nursing acceptable for doing the Masters of Nursing?
Yes, he would be eligible.
And do the student has to take a GREs for this?
Basically, yes, he has to take a GRE. If the student has 16 years of education, it would be helpful if the score is a bit less, because what they would consider as they basically want the merit based student. So if the student has above 3 GPA, so he might get also a chance to get GRE waived off.
Okay. So you have bachelor's of nursing as well as master's of nursing offered. Now, do basically work opportunities are available at both level or at master's level doing the
So
program?
when we talk about undergrads, right? So generally bachelor's goes for 4 years. So after 4 year, we have seen that, the students would get just 1 year of post-study work visa. But when it comes to masters, if the student goes for STEM degree, then they would be eligible for up to 3 years of work visa.
Okay. So is bachelor's of nursing undergraduate not a part of the STEM program?
Bachelor of nursing, again, it is a part of STEM program, but the thing is, when we talk about bachelors, the STEM program, it has limitations. So undergrad, they would get only 1 year of OPT.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
But
So
what the students can do, sorry to interrupt, what students can do is they can basically follow the golden plan. What is the golden plan is, so basically they can get enrolled into an associate degree. So if they do an associate degree, they can do associate degree for 2 years. Then they can do 1 year of their post-study work visa. Then again, they can continue for 2 years of bachelor's. And basically, they can go for 1 year of post-study work visa again. So it would be a combination of 6 years. So 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1. So that's how it would be followed.
okay. This is interesting. So if a student basically applies for a bachelor's of nursing for the visa purpose, because for associate program, visa could be a little difficult. Can he later on join, after joining the university, take a transfer to associate program? Is it possible?
Sorry, could you repeat the question again? I didn't understand.
If the student applies for a bachelor's of nursing, gets a I-20, applies for the visa, and because for bachelor's visas are little easier compared to associate programs. So once
Yes.
he joins the university, can he then later on take a transfer to associate program? Is it possible?
Definitely he can switch in programs. He basically can talk to his DSO, and he can basically submit an application to switch the programs.
Okay. You said about internship for the nursing program. So from the beginning itself, basically, then is it a paid internship?
Again, it depends on the applicant, how he goes, and how what institute he applies to. So if the institution is providing paid internship or unpaid internship, it would be totally on him, how the company wants him basically.
Okay. There's a question on hospitality, because you started with the thing that basically, about the hospitality factor. The university is located, and the hospitality that the advantage that the university has. So do the hospitality program have internship, paid internship?
They do have paid internships as well. They do offer full-time jobs as well to the students. Basically how it goes is, I'll explain you in very simple manner. So Hawaii is a location, and Hawaii Pacific University is a university that provides platform to the students. So all this majority of the companies you see, right, from hospitality industry, from business industry, from IT industry, basically what they do is they arrange job fairs over there. So the students, they can basically go with their resumes, and they could be hired on spot as well if they are eligible enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about the career services that basically Hawaii Pacific Hawaii provides? Do you have resume help, or basically having companies visit the campus? How is it?
Yeah, of course we do industrial visits, we do company visits, we also provide resume building and APA style formatting as well. So all those helps are already there are I would say associates, again they help out students. And basically what how it goes is, some students who are exceptionally well, right, so they could be hired by Hawaii Pacific as well, so that they can also help other international students.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how much education gap is acceptable?
See, when we talk about gap, right? So it's a very vague thing. Now, according to my experience, I would say 7 to 8 years of gap with proper justification would do the work. He or she might be eligible for I-20 for admission purposes.
Okay. Now, basically, when you are talking about gap, is gap available, acceptable both at the undergraduate as well as for the master's program, or how is it?
For both, I would say. For undergrads, generally it goes from 5 years to 6 years, and for masters, it goes from 7 to 8 years, basically.
Okay. Uh, is GMAT, GRE mandatory for all the subjects?
GMAT, GRE, as I said, no, it's not mandatory. But see, right now we have waiver for business analytics and information security course. Other than that, all the majority of the courses they ask for GRE and GMAT.
Okay. What about the processing time when the application is submitted for undergraduate? How much time it takes, and for the graduate, how much time it takes?
So when we talk about applications, right? So once all the documents are submitted, it would generally take 2 to 3 weeks for a student to get I-20. That is like, the I-20 turnaround time I've given, not the offer letter.
Not the offer letter.
But
Okay.
when we submit all the documents, like, properly at the same time, because generally how it goes is some students, they submit like, there are few documents that, keeps on missing. Let's say, some students, they forgot to submit their LORs, or they might forgot to submit their transcripts on time. So by the time they submit each and everything, then that from that particular moment, the turnaround time starts.
Okay, perfect.
That completes the application.
So regarding, basically, you told about scholarship. Is there a separate application for scholarship, or the application is the same?
So when we talk about scholarships, right? So basically, we can all go to the website and we can all, go and research about how it goes for scholarship, because how we give scholarship is totally on merit basis. So there is no extra forms or anything like, anything extra given. But if the student, has exceptional well merit based documents, then, university happily provides it. Other than that, once the student goes there, right, once he starts studying, once he performs, then basically he can go to his DSO, and he can, ask for more scholarship.
Perfect. How much is the application fee, and is there an application fee waiver available to the students?
So since we guys, have recently got in touch with you guys, so I have an offer for you. We would be providing application waiver as of now. So currently for spring intake, we do not have any application charges. However, on the website, it is mentioned that there is $45 for undergrads and $55 for postgraduates. But currently, if we go from, again, education abroad, then there would be no application charges. When we talk about I-20 deposit, however, so there will be $200 of I-20 deposit, but that is when you accept the offer letter.
So perfect. So anybody who is wanting to apply to Hawaii Pacific University, there's an application fee waiver for the January intake. You can get in touch with your counselor, or you can basically contact the admin in your WhatsApp group, and he will connect you for a Zoom one-on-one meeting. And after you get an I-20, there is a I-20 deposit of $200. Perfect.
After you get the offer letter.
Offer letter, yeah. For the I-20, you need to pay $200 to get the I-20.
What I would suggest is, what would be the best course for you guys would be, business analytics and information security. Basically, IT based applicants, engineering based applicants, or BCom, BBA based applicants, right? They can go for it. It's a STEM course, and it would provide you an opportunity to stay back up to 3 years. That would be 36 months. And it does not have any crazy requirements, I would say. I'll be, like, using I would say your language. So what we all need basically is the basic documents, your official transcripts, LORs. We would be needing 3 LORs basically. For master course, we would be needing a unique SOP as well. That is a must. It should be non-plagiarized. Again, we would be needing financial records from the very beginning, and we would be needing English proficiency test as well. Now, here comes the best part. So this is a university which accepts PT, it accepts Duolingo, it accepts IELTS, ITAP, TOEFL, it accepts TOEFL home-based test as well. So if the students are, they don't want to give IELTS again and again, right? Because some of the students, they might not, achieve the bands, whatever the requirements are. So basically they can go for Duolingo exam as well. They can go for ITAP, whatever is suitable for them. And I would say it's again October ending. So once we punch in the applications, it would take around, for postgraduates, it would take around 1 month to get the I-20 on time.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Okay. What I want to ask is basically, what is the Duolingo requirement?
So when we talk about Duolingo, right? So for undergrads, it's gonna be 95 overall. And for postgraduates, it's gonna be 105.
Okay. You mentioned TOEFL home-based is acceptable. Is GRE home-based acceptable?
GRE home-based is also acceptable, yes.
Perfect. So if you have taken your TOEFL home-based, these scores are acceptable. GRE home-based is acceptable. And for English proficiency, you can even take Duolingo in case you don't want to take TOEFL or IELTS. Wonderful. That's a lot of information that you have given in a very short time. Prince, thank you basically for making it. I know it's Diwali time and a lot of shopping to do, and still you made it. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Any final words from your end?
I would say Hawaii Pacific would be, a destination for you guys to, not only particularly focusing on education, but also to, build up your resume, to build up your personality as well, because it would provide you a platform basically where you can, enjoy while you are studying. So it's a beach location. It's a tourist destination. So there are ample of opportunities to get, basically into the US market.
Perfect. I'm sure basically some of them would be looking to apply to Hawaii Pacific University because of the EACC accreditation, because of the ranking and because of the location and the program that you have mentioned, which is Information System and Networking, which is a STEM program. So there are a lot of opportunities basically for students to apply. There's an application fee waiver, at least to start with. You can make an application, see that you get an offer, and then you can basically look forward to apply for your visa as well. So apply early because dates are very, for Jan intake, you don't have much of the time. So if you're looking for Jan intake, apply now. You have an application fee waiver for undergraduate and for graduate program. You touch base with your counselor or to the admin in the WhatsApp group for a Zoom one-on-one meeting. Thank you again, basically, Prince. Thank you very much. You have a happy Diwali and a wonderful New Year ahead.
You too, sir. Happy Diwali, everyone. And I really enjoyed